Bonjour, mes amis. Hello, beautiful souls. All right, so it is an absolutely beautiful but very cold day here north of Seattle. And I am waiting for Maddie to get out of her tennis lessons. And all of these messages keep coming in. But I think what is the most important for me to convey right now is that, oh man, it's so interesting. Probably is about testing. And it's the idea that many of us are being tested right now. And I know that yesterday I passed a test. I didn't even know it was a test until I passed it. And it was like, okay. Whew. Right? Because if you think back to your school days, how many of you guys came prepared to pass a test that you didn't even know about? Well, that's what this life is like right now. And that's that's what many of us are undergoing. I have my car so hot. That's why my face is so red. Because it is beautiful, beautiful blue sky. But it is cold. So, anyway. So, testing. And one of the things, without naming names or getting into any specifics, which I'm often told not to because we're all going through these things, maybe in a bit of a different way. And so don't get stuck on specifics. But what came through as I was like, whoa, is that the people that we trust and love the most might be the test practitioners in our lives. And so when they say or do things, we would typically be like, yeah, well, sure. Yep. They know what they're doing. They know what they're saying. We are still not supposed to put anyone's perception above our own. We are to run everything through our own internal guidance system. 100%. That our discernment has been cultivated through this entire lifetime and others. If you've done past life work or had different knowings come in from past lives, and you know what I'm talking about. But no matter who is in your life that you trust, that you think might be ahead of you on your journey or whatever, if they're telling you something about you or about reality, I'm not telling you not to listen. I'm telling you to run it through your own internal guidance system. And ask your own higher self, is this true? Crows. Man, there's a whole murder of crows here. They're everywhere. So I had this happen yesterday where somebody was telling me something about me. And in the past, I would have just been like, yeah, right. Okay. Thank you so much. And taken it in. But it was very clear to me on the get-go that I needed to sit with this because it went exactly against my own knowing. And the messages that I have been getting from my own higher self lately. And so when I was like, what? So I sat down like, what the heck is going on? I need to get clear about this. It was like, Sally, you know what you're here for. Yes, I get stuck sometimes, just like the rest of us, in the day-to-day stuff of having kids and living, in a society and having to pay bills and all of that. But in the greater scheme, I know what I'm here for. And I listen and do the things that I am intuitively led to do, even if I don't want to. So that was part of what was happening, is that it didn't make any sense. What my friend was saying was exactly opposite of the messages that I had been receiving through my own higher self. And so when I sit down and ask, how could this be? What is going on? It's like, no, this is a test. Sally, everyone here has distortion, including me. And that sometimes that distortion gets bigger, and sometimes it gets smaller, or sometimes it affects things less, and sometimes it affects things more. So what my higher self, when I went in, was saying is that right now is a time where a lot of people's distortion is at an all-time high. And I know I've been saying this is an uncertain time. It feels uncertain from the inside out. Yeah, I'm looking outside all around me at politics and weather events, and it feels uncertain, right? But it also kind of feels uncertain within me until I spend more time in meditation, spend more time in contemplation, and I start to trust myself, which is what that was the test. Sally, are you going to trust yourself? And yay, I trusted myself over somebody on the outside of me who is acting like they know me better than I know myself. And I get it. When we first start to awaken, we don't know ourselves very well. So what I'm going to suggest is that we begin that process of knowing ourselves and knowing how we can find out within us what is right for us and what is not truth, what is illusion, what is distortion. Because we have distortion from inside of us, and then we also have distortion from outside of us. What a distorted reality we live in. For real. Anyway, so I'm coming up against this kind of interesting thing where I feel like I need to not be on social media right now, while at the same time feeling like I am needed. And the things that I'm saying, like that making this video, for example, are needed right now, that the lessons and the things that I'm going through that I'm going to share about are important. And maybe not to people right now, but later on, if you happen to watch this later, this is for you. Because the synchronicity in my life is absolutely bonkers. Bonkers. And hopefully it is for you too. Are you noticing that the things that are in dream time are showing up in real world? Or for me, like the things that I'm reading are being spoken? Or different themes, different animals, different phrases? It's like there's no denying that. And I have wondered, is this part of what this whole AI thing is, where you are all of a sudden seeing what you're thinking to get you to buy? Well, I'm not buying anything, if you know what I mean. That's why this whole idea of running everything through your own knowing is so important, because I tell you what, I know that they are on the verge of being able to give you exactly what you want or what you think you need to fill a void that is not there. The void is the fact that you don't know yourself. Remember how I said at the beginning, as we get to know ourselves, that is the void, the lack of knowing your own self. So fill that with yourself. Don't fill that with stuff. Because I tell you what, they're already selling, and you know what I mean. But it's going to get even more streamlined and even more savvy. So we'll see. But if you don't see me for a while, I'm good. All is really good. I just keep raising my vibration, and with the intention of expanding my consciousness. That is what I'm here to do, and to share about that. So anyway, I love you guys. I love you guys. Please share some of the stuff that you've noticed. If you're noticing the tests, if you're noticing the different lessons, because yes, we are all on our own journey, but they're overlapping. And like I said, with Soul Family, a lot of the times we're going through the same lessons. Maybe not exactly at the same time, but maybe you're seeing this at the perfect time to help you with what you got going on. Anyway, I love you. Bye, everybody.